This is a BMW 7 Series, but it's not just any old 7 Series. We have an extra filler cap on the wing, which can only mean one thing. It's a plug-in hybrid.
In 2016, BMW introduced the iPerformance brand, which was given to all of the company's future plug-in hybrid models, and the company's flagship model, the 7 Series, is no exception.
So once you're behind the wheel of the 740e, there's not a great deal telling you that you're in a hybrid model. There's a few hints here and there with an E-Drive symbol on the door sills and on the dashboard, but when you're driving it, you don't really know. I mean, the petrol engine's a bit grunty when it kicks into action, but the main difference is you do have an extra button down here by the gear selector called E-Drive. What that does, it gives you ultimately three options. So you've got Auto E-Drive, which basically just lets the car decide what's best to use, whether the battery or the petrol engine. And then you have Max E-Drive, which just uses the charge you've got in the battery to power the car. And what you can also do is conserve a certain amount of power in your battery. So if you've got a short city run at the end of your journey, then you can just switch it over and you can conserve that power to use.
From the outside, only subtle badging and extra filler cap are the only clues to the car's tiny 2-litre 4-cylinder turbocharged engine, which combined with the battery produces an impressive 322 brake horsepower and a claimed MPG of 113 miles per gallon, but this is severely reduced when on open roads.
So on a standard 7 Series you get 515 litres of boot space, which is pretty good. However, this 740e, because of the batteries, you lose 100 litres of boot space. 100 litres, that's huge. You do get this sort of little platform here just to make use of some of the depth of the boot there, but really you're going to struggle to get two decent sized cases in there. Oh dear.
On the plus side, clients will enjoy the usual comforts we've come to expect from the new era of the 7 Series, and will be none of the wiser of the car's pedigree, as the cabin is as quiet and relaxing as in any other model of the 7 Series range. The BMW 740e costs from £71,000 on the road for the short wheelbase model and another £7,000 for the long wheelbase. That's a whopping £13,000 less than the equivalent S-Class.
So I do feel as if the 740e is really suited to city driving and for people that have got plug-in facilities both ends of the journey. The reason for that is once you're on the motorway, the 2-litre petrol engine does kick into action. You've got a very small fuel tank, so every 250 miles you're refueling. So when you compare that to a diesel, where you're probably getting 800 miles to a tank of fuel, that's a massive difference.